After a massive showdown over the Purvanchali votes in the national capital, the BJP has planned a mega outreach to the slum clusters in the run-up to the Delhi Assembly elections. Home Minister Amit Shah will meet heads of the slum clusters as part of an initiative to engage with the voters who live in Jhuggi Jhopris. This program will be held at the Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium. About 3,000 slum colonies heads across the national capital are expected to attend this event. As the political climate heats up ahead of the Delhi elections, the BJP has unfolded a novel initiative that specifically targets the slum voters. The BJP's drive, which is called Where There's a Slum, There's a House, aims to bridge the gap between politicians and the electorate residing in the slums. And to fortify this connection, the BJP leaders, MPs and MLAs have been spending nights in these areas to grasp the local issues firsthand. My colleague Pradeep Datta is joining us on the broadcast with the details. Pradeep, good morning. We're seeing the BJP's initiative ahead of the Delhi Assembly elections, and this is a very important initiative by the BJP as well, because in these clusters, they've seen a very, very big impact and a support for the Aam Aadmi Party. Take us through the BJP strategy to cut into this vote base.
Yes, Pratibha, you're absolutely right. If we talk about the slum dwellers, there are about 750 slum clusters, which comprises of about 3 million people. And this has been the solid vote bank of Aam Aadmi Party. So the BJP is simply trying to dent this vote bank, and this time they are trying to engage with them. And that's one of the reasons that the Home Minister Amit Shah today will be meeting the slum cluster head, about 3,000 in number, at Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium, and where he will be interacting with them. The idea is basically to reconstruct the bridge with them, strike an emotional chord with them, and once again engage with them. Because already during the last few months we have seen that many of the BJP leaders have been instructed by the party high command to at least spend one day in a week with the slum dwellers, try to understand their problem and get those problems redressed. We have seen that recently there had been a showdown over the Purvanchal issue when Arvind Kejriwal said that how the BJP is trying to import voters from Bihar and Uttar Pradesh, and that led the BJP to hit out at Arvind Kejriwal that he was totally against the people of Purvanchal, and we saw that several protests were even in different parts of Bihar and UP also after that, and the BJP also carried out protests. So they think that this is the high time they will be able to strike that emotional chord with the people here in the slum areas, because they comprise of the sizable number of the population that will be very helpful for them to come into power. Because for the last 25 years, the BJP had been out of power, and we have seen that this is going to be a do and die election for them too. And so far as Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, they will be trying for the third consecutive term, and BJP is trying its level best to ensure that they are able to woo these slum voters, because this has been always the solid vote base for the Aam Aadmi Party. So they are trying to create a dent, and they are trying to enter into the bastion of Aam Aadmi Party, and for that they are trying to engage. Now what they will be doing is that already we have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi recently he had inaugurated about 1,675 flats for them. So they will try to provide them infrastructure, better living facilities, so that they do not face any problem, and they will also try to ensure that whatever the problems had not been redressed by Aam Aadmi Party during the last 10 years, because several promises had been made already. There's an anti-incumbency factor, so they will be working on that. So this is the high time they feel that this is the right way to go ahead with it. So this is the first ever mega outreach program so far as Home Minister Amit Shah is concerned. He will be directly interacting with the heads of the slum clusters and trying to interact with them, trying to listen to their problem, and understanding what are the problems they are facing, so that each and every problem is to be redressed at earliest. That's what they will be doing.
Okay, all right. So a lot of schemes that had been brought in by the Aam Aadmi Party, Pradeep, were intended towards the economically weaker sections, and they've supported the Aam Aadmi Party over the last 10 years. The BJP wanting to dent this support base, reaching out to the people who have been living in Jhuggi Jhopris. The Prime Minister had also inaugurated several houses for them. Now an initiative to also speak to them and find out what their key issues are. Pradeep, we'll come back to you for